Hananai nai 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 no. Hananai nai 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 no. Hananai nai 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 no. Yananai no. Yananai no. Yananai nai no. Hananai yananai nai 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 no. Okay, so does anybody know what the word yano means in Hebrew? I don't either. It actually doesn't mean anything in Hebrew. But it's a nice word just to say over and over again. So at the end of this nigun, this wordless melody, we're going to sing this line, and I want you to join with me. It's going to sound like this. Yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano. And you can do that with your hand. You could do right or left. I'm left-handed. I like to do it that way. Let's try it. Yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano. One more time for safekeeping. Yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano. It's a good way to check and see if you guys did any deodorant today. Did you put your deodorant on before? Just make sure you're checking with the person next to you if that's okay. Yeah? Everyone safe and feel comfortable in this with this movement, okay? We're not gonna do too much movement because it's very sweaty out here. I understand. Okay. The first part we're not going to teach, but I think that it's simple enough that we can join together. So let's try it again from the beginning. Here we go. Put your hands together if you'd like. From the beginning, let's try it from the beginning. Here we go. Try that part two more times. Yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho, yano, yano. Here we go. Yano, yano, ho, yano, yano, ho. Really hold it up so everyone can smell you. Yano, yano, ho, yano. Yano, Yano. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I know, already. You can feel that with this opening nigun that something special is going to happen tonight. There's a special feeling in the air on this Shabbat, which no doubt is fueled in part by our Laker guest artist, Noah Aronson. Noah has been transforming Jewish music and prayer throughout the Reform movement and beyond with his infectious melodies, rhythms, and neshama, which he shares so generously with us tonight. You will hear familiar music that our congregation has sung at the top of our lungs, as well as exciting new music that he is debuting for us. And now you can put a face to the man responsible. Joining Noah are his longtime collaborators and best friends who, through their music making, make the Shabbat all the more special. Tali Rubenstein on recorder and vocals, directly on my right, and on the right of Noah, we have Colleen Deeker on violin and vocals. Noam Yisraeli on vocals and drums behind me. And as always, our amazing pianist, John Bogdan, and incredible bassist, James Simonson. We are deeply grateful to Marty and Renee and the Laker family for bringing these artists to us as we remember Beverly and Irving Laker of blessed memory. And so now I'd like to invite them to the bima to help light the Shabbat candles. They're right there. Maybe if someone could help facilitate the lighting. And once again, our thanks to them for sponsoring our guest artist in loving memory of their beloved brother and sister-in-law, Beverly and Irving Laker, whom we remember with love as we begin our service tonight. Great. Yeah, you can be here. Do you have a mic so we can get it? Yeah, come right over here. Come right here. Everything's in her name.
This is Israel's day of light and joy, a Sabbath of rest. As we kindle these Sabbath flames, may there be light and joy, happiness and holiness, serenity and peace in our hearts and in our homes. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvot tov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
So it's been a strange few years. Has anybody noticed? Trapped in our houses and our homes for so long. It was rough going for a bit. And it just feels so nice to all be able to be together and share in this way again. There's a text, actually, when I was here 7 years ago, maybe even 8 years ago at this point, we sang this song and it had just come out. And so maybe you even know it at this point. But it comes from our Kabbalat Shabbat service. Etzrezu sana ve'al na titale. It says, please, let's stop being hidden from one another. Please don't hide yourself anymore. Come out from your homes, come out from your living rooms. This is not to say that we don't welcome all the people who are live streaming tonight. Hello, everybody who's live streaming. But this is time for us to come back together in person and stop the hiding. Allow this place to be a place where you can feel fully seen. All of you is welcome here. Not all of you are welcome here. All of you is welcome here. That means the entirety of your being is welcome in this space, in this moment, in this way, for you to feel fully expressive. And so if you're the type of person who feels a little boxed in by sitting in a chair all night, you can get up, you can move, you can dance. I give you permission right now. I know it's hard to be the first, but if you feel like this beat makes you want to get up and dance, then you should be able to do that. I give you permission. This is what our hearts truly desire. Eilecham delibi. To be fully seen. Chusana ve'al natitalem. Come out wherever you are. Join with me now. Here we go. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. We go a little higher. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Try it with us now. Eilecham da. Eilecham dalibi. Same thing again now. Eilecham dalibi. Now we go a little higher right here. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Let's try it again from the beginning. Here we go. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. This is what our hearts really want. Eilecham dalibi. Chusana, Chusana ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Chusana ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Chusana ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, Chusana ve'al nati tale. Eilecham dalibi. Let's try it together again. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Let me hear you singing with us. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Keep singing. Eilecham da. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Eilecham dalibi. Chusana, Chusana ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Chusana ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Chusana ve'al nati tale. Oh, Chusana ve'al nati tale. So we have amazing musicians with us here tonight. I want you to take a listen to Noam Israeli on the drum. And you know John on the keys. And Colleen on the violin. Rubenstein. Chusana ve'al nati tale. Chusana ve'al nati tale. Here's a rough translation of what we've been singing about. Oh, don't you hide yourself and shield your love from me. Can't do this by myself. No, I need Tali Rubenstein with me. Oh, don't you hide yourself. Yes, I'm standing here with Kali. Oh, don't you hide yourself. Yes, Eile Hamda Libi. Eile Hamda Libi. Oh, Eile Hamda Libi. Oh, Eile Hamda Libi. 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 Shabbat.
Amazing. What a wonderful way to welcome in Shabbat. It already feels so different from the rest of the week. Tonight is something special, something holy, and it is in this moment in our service when we welcome the Sabbath bride, the Shekhinah, the divine, into our sanctuary and into our souls. And so we turn to page 26 as we welcome her here to this space. The Sabbath is a bride. The Sabbath is a bride. The Sabbath is a bride. Beloved, come to greet the bride.
The words Shamor and Zachor, they come from the two different iterances that we learn about when the Ten Commandments were given in the book of Exodus and also once again the book of Deuteronomy. Shamor, we keep and guard. Zachor, we remember. But they were heard as one. This is our sanctification of the oneness, the unification of all of the love in this space right now. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmi'anu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לי קראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לי קראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה.
Let's me. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva ore, kumi ori. Awake, awake, my soul. Shir daberi, kevod Adonai. Alaich nigla kamal. Lecha dodi, לקראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה בליל שבת נקבלה.
שלום,
Enter in peace.
עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה
Also with gladness.
ובצולה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, עליך אדוני, עלי גלת גלה.
Everybody always wants to sit here. We're allowed to stand, you know. We can stand for this.
עליך אדוני, עלי גלת גלה.
We're going to keep doing it until you're standing with us. Come on, let's go. Lecha.
לך אדוני, לי גלת גלה. בני שבת נקבלה. לך
אדוני.
עלי גלת גלה. בני שבת נקבלה.
Last time, Lecha Dodi.
לך אדוני,
Karana li.
לי גלת גלה. בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני, עלי גלת גלה. בני שבת
So it's the wrong prayer book, but you all know the prayer that we sometimes do, the I am awake prayer that I love, and I make you do it all the time. I am awake to every blessing in my life. I am awake to those who share my home. That one, you can nod. Yeah. You have to be ready. You have to be here and present and aware in order to really soak in the magic of Shabbat. And so tonight, as we sing about our awakeness, our ability to be present and whole and here in the moment, no matter what's happening outside of this gorgeous sacred space. Be here with us. Be here in the moment tonight as we join together in these sacred words.
I know you all just so eagerly sat down. I was trying to encourage you to stay standing because we're just going to ask you to stand right now. So, you know, I heard recently that sitting is the new smoking. We spend a lot of time sitting, and I think that we know as Jews we're a moving people. We've had to move a lot around the world, and we know that movement leads to growth, to expansion. So it's okay to stand for a little bit. We ask ourselves, what do you stand for, not what do you sit for? So we're here right now. We can ask ourselves these questions. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? And rise even higher with the nigun. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Let's try the English again together. Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Are you listening to my prayer?
Are you listening to my
Can you hear my voice?
Can you hear my voice?
Can you understand?
Can you understand?
Am I awake? Are you here in this moment? Am I prepared? Ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la ya la la ya la 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 la. 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 So this is usually that moment where we can bend our knees, bend over to something bigger than ourselves. So instead of just doing it by rote, by memory, or just because this is what we do in this moment, what is so big for you in your life that would actually cause you to do that, to cause you to bow your head, surrender to the wow. Surrender to that thing that is larger than yourself. So we'll call the community towards this awareness, and we will do that as we bend our knees and bow our heads, and then you can choose if you'd like to do the same in the response together on the second line. Barechu et Adonai Hamevo. And we respond together. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Forever and ever. Le'olam Va'ed. And together we sing again. Yadalai, 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 and okay, fine, you can be seated if you'd like. If that's helpful for you in this moment, you can be seated and take a moment for yourself. Because we've now crossed the threshold into this experience together. We've crossed through, we've crossed that barrier that separates the rest of the week from this holy day. And there is a sacred choreography to all of this. Baruch Hu, what we just sang, is the call to prayer. We name that entity that is larger than ourselves, and then we continue with this prayer called the Ma'ariv Aravim, and we look really big. The one who created the stars, the moon, the sun. The wowness of it all. You help the days roll into one another. And we seal these words with the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravi. And we would move on and say, wow, that entity that is larger than myself and is so large and expansive has a personal relationship with us, and it communicates through its wisdom in these words of Torah. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta. You have loved us, oh, you have loved us. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu leolamim. Please do not remove this love from us. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. The words to the next prayer are conveniently located on the backs of your eyelids. So if you feel safe and comfortable to do so in this space, to go inwards and shut your eyes for a moment and see if we can find our listening heart and our listening mind. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. And I will love you with all my heart. Yes, I will love you with all my soul. Yes, I will love you with all my strength, and I will love this oneness that we call Echad. I will love you with all my heart. I will love you with all my heart, soul. I will love you with all my soul, strength. I will love you with all my strength. Yes, I will love. Echad. We can put one finger in the air. Echad. Some people do that, some people don't. Some people are like, you know what? I don't like hand motions. I don't want to do hand motions. That's fine. It's okay. But you can also just like try and unlock the chamber of joy that you have in your hearts and see what it feels like to have a little bit more hand motions in your life. It's okay. And I will love you with all my heart. See, I can do it. I'm comfortable with my masculinity. I will love you with all my soul. I will love you with all my strength. Yes, I will love Echad.
What an amazing evening. Made more amazing by, as some of you know, later in the service, my granddaughter, Adina, will receive her Hebrew name. And what's even more incredible than that, what's wonderful, is that right beside her will be another beautiful little baby receiving her Hebrew name. Her English name is Savannah. We're not going to tell you what her Hebrew name is yet. And her family, too, has been sitting at services here on Shabbat every single Friday night, usually in the front row where they are right now, since the baby's father himself was a little boy. And I think what that does for us as a Kehila Kadosha, as a holy community, as a congregation, it gives us a sense that tradition that we received at Sinai, Torah, will indeed continue on Lador Vador, from generation to generation, as we sing together our Song of Redemption on page 46.
They say that sound waves never die. They just keep reverberating out. So in that way, we are still hearing the sounds of the song of the sea that they sang out together. The first time the Jewish people all sang the same thing all at the same time. Isn't it amazing? They all just knew the right words to say at the right moment. They just said, wow, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar b'kodesh. They sang Nora tehilot, o sefele, Nora tehilot, o sefele, malechutecha, gavu banecha, Moshe Miriam, oh Zeiri, Anu ve'averu, oh Adonai Imo, oh Le'olam Va'ed. And they sang like this, come on, fill this room. Come on. ונאמר כי בא אדוני את יעקב ולא חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל. Each night we say these words, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom. We're asking this divine spirit, this divine compassionate, loving presence to create a sukkah of peace. Sukkot Shlomecha, the sukkah of your peace. Just a temporary moment where we get to experience the shelter. We often focus on the words Hashkivenu, so that when I lie down. But it also says the words V'ha'amidenu. And when we rise up, we also need that shelter of peace. And there are so many of us around the world who are struggling to have our voices heard, our experiences seen. And we're rising up to be heard a little bit more. And so we want that shelter of peace to be extended also to everyone who is trying to rise up a little higher. And we know that this shelter sometimes feels broken. Especially in the city of Yerushalayim, the city that's always trying to seek completeness, shalem and shlemut. Yerushalayim, it's always trying to find the peace within its walls. You could hear it when we say it in Hebrew, Yerushalayim, for all the inhabitants of the city that for thousands of years have been struggling to find that peace. At the end of this prayer, we're going to join together with the words Ve'al, Ve'al, Ve'al Yerushalayim, hoping for that completeness, hoping for that wholeness, hoping for that shelter of peace. לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל וירושלים. Try that part, ve'al, ve'al, ve'al Yerushalayim with us, like this. We sing Ve'al one more time. Ve'al. And now we add Yerushalayim. Ve'al, Yerushalayim. Try it with us now. Ve'al. Ve'al. Again, again, again. Ve'al. Let's add Yerushalayim. Shelter of peace, Hapores Sukkot Shalom, Hapores Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Try it with us now. Whoa, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim. Let's hear you now. Let's turn it into our prayer for peace. Come on. Oh, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim. One more time. Let me hear you now. Come on. Oh, oh, So they say that more than Jews have kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. And I resonate with that deeply. That it's just so amazing that we gather in this way and we keep and remember Shabbat each and every week, no matter the circumstances in the world. We seem to find a way to keep this day, to mark this time, this holy palace in time. So we sing V'shamru B'nai Yisrael. We keep this day. I just want to say as a side note, I wrote this song back in 2007, and I haven't sang it in about 15 years or so. But somehow, you guys have kept it going, and I'm really, really excited that you all know this one already, because not many communities are singing it. It makes me really joyful. The cantor Neil Michaels and cantor Michael Niels have decided to keep this I'm sorry, I had to find a place to put that in. I just thought it was... Sorry. Try it with us, V'shamru.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. V'shamru la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam. Berit olam.
And those of you who know the counter line, you can try it with us here. V'shamru
b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. V'shamru la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam. Berit olam.
Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru
b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. V'shamru la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam. Berit olam.
Let's try it again. V'shameru, v'shameru,
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. V'shamru la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam. Berit olam.
So this moment, Uvayom HaShvi'i, and on the sixth day, we experience rest, a complete rest. What does it mean for our souls to get a rest? Shabbat Vayi Nafash is not just a regular type of rest. It's a deeper rest. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vahi nafash Shabbat vahi nafash. If you feel safe and comfortable and moved to rise up for the Amidah, the standing moment. And we hope that these words flow through us purely. Adonai, Sefatai Tivta, Ufi Yaki Tehilatecha.
Page 51. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר הסתי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע מכלכל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently.
The words to the next prayer we're going to sing actually come from the morning service. Say the words, Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Haneni, answer me, be'emet yishecha. So there is a loose translation of these words that I learned from a cantor friend and colleague of ours, Benji Ellen Schiller. And she says that yes, you can translate these words, Va'ani tefilati lecha, that I will make my prayer for you. But she was saying because of the doubling of the first person, that it could be translated as not that I will make my prayer for you, but I will be a prayer for you. I will make my entire life an act of service. What does it mean not just to say these words, but to be a walking blessing, a walking prayer in the world? Not just to come here to be comforted and say nice words and then go out and continue along, but let these words change us, let them change our steps, let them change how we are in the world and who we are in the world. And I will be my prayer for you, just as you want me to be. In the fullness of your steadfast love, embrace me, answer me. And I will be my prayer for you, just as you want me to be. In the fullness of your steadfast love, embrace me, answer me. Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Haneni be'emet yishecha. Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Haneni be'emet yishecha.
Just as you want me to be, in the fullness of your steadfast love, embrace me, answer me, and I will be my prayer for you, just as you want me to be, in the fullness of your steadfast love, embrace me, answer me.
Ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Haneni be'emet yishecha. Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Haneni be'emet yishecha.
So just as we can be someone's prayer, I think we can also all become someone's safe, quiet place. So 2 times this week, I spoke to 2 different friends of mine, friends of my heart, who are both going through something really difficult, each in their own way. And I think I was smart enough to know I don't have anything really intelligent to say, but I can listen. I'm good at listening. And I think that when people are sick, at least in my experience, they sometimes need someone to be able to say, I really don't feel good. I'm really scared. This is awful, right? We can be cheerleaders, but we can also be that safe person and that safe space. And so until we have that opportunity to give that mitzvah to someone, we can pray for them. So think about someone you love, someone who's facing illness of body or spirit, and bring them into your little heart pocket as we sing the Misha Berach.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
So sitting up here, we have told you this many times, we have the best seats because we get to watch these babies and their siblings the entire time. And so tonight we have the honor of giving names to 2 beautiful little girls. And the sin that I just committed was telling Ariella to go pull her child away from grandparents. Hope they can forgive me. And Cole here, you want to come up, Cole? Come here. Cole has been entertaining us the entire time. And so we call up his sister, Savannah Rose Perlman, daughter of Megan and Ethan, to come forward, as we call Adina Mae Allmeyer, daughter of Ariella and Josh. And as they come forward, they're receiving all kinds of wonderful gifts from Temple Israel, so they can have a wonderful Shabbat together, and make sure you record all of your wonderful memories.
Hi, guys. Hi, Cole. I have to say that I really have never been more jealous of Bill in the front row. Not only are you new best friends, but you're also dressed kind of alike. Yeah, I know. That's so wonderful. And Savannah Rose, you may not remember this because you are out cold, but you're really, really cute. Wait, make sure everybody can see her. No, this way. Oh, those cute. Yeah. She's so delicious and so amazing. And I have to tell you guys, when we were hearing before the Baruch Hu, and Noah was talking about what is it that makes you feel like that's something bigger than ourselves, what can we think about that makes us want to bow? And I have to say that seeing your family just fully devoted and loving on these 2 adorable babies was certainly something for me. So Savannah Rose, today is such a wonderful day. as you take your place in the Perlman chain of tradition of being such a wonderful member of our Jewish community. Cole, you too. You're here too. And we are so thrilled to bestow upon you this beautiful name, Ahava Shoshana, which Ahava means
Love.
and Shoshana. Oh, you guys are so smart. So this beautiful, lovely rose in honor of your great-grandmother, Sharon Weber, and in memory of your great-aunt, Susan Rosen. Your proud grandparents, Carrie and Peter Perlman, and you have proud great-grandparents, Sharon and Ronald Weber. And Savannah, we welcome you with absolute love and joy and welcome you to this beautiful family.
Now, Adina, I tried to convince your parents to give you a Hebrew name that means smiley little girl that brings joy to her grandparents. But that would not fit on the naming certificate. So instead, we have chosen to bestow upon you this beautiful Hebrew name, Adina Ma'ayan. You see, smiley little girl that gives joy to her grandparents. You're flirting with the other baby. Oh, okay, there we go. You are named in memory of your great-great-grandmother, Mary Gruber, and your great-great-grandfather, Mesh Hertzbach. And the name that they did choose for you actually means a gentle spring. And we pray that gentleness and love will flow through you unto your parents, Josh and Ariella, and unto your grandparents, Melanie and Dan Allmeyer, and Wendy and Paul Yedwab, who love you very much, and to your incredible great-grandmothers, Sally Hertzbach and Irma Waxman. We love you, we welcome you, and we pray that you will grow to Torah, to Chuppah, and to Ma'asim Tovim. And let us all say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
שהחיינו וקימן והגיע הזמן הזה.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
שהחיינו וקימן והגיע הזמן הזה.
See, that's why I keep coming back. There's moments like that. I think that's why a lot of us come here, to get closer to the source, right? When we see a baby and we look into a baby's eyes, it's like we're being reminded of our source, right? When we hear a child's laugh, we wish that we could laugh that hard again, right? We wish that we still had that joyful childlike wonder. It brings us a great reminder. It actually is making me think of a story. I heard this on a podcast. So Rabbi Oprah Winfrey was interviewing Pastor Richard Rohr, who's an Anglican priest, and he was saying that a couple came into his office and they just had a newborn baby. And they said, we brought the baby home. They already had a 3-year-old at home. They brought the newborn home, and the 3-year-old said to their mom and dad, can I have a few minutes alone with my new baby brother? And the parents were like, it was the first time that they were had two, they were used to having one child, so they wanted to show their older sister that she's an older sister, she has responsibility, but she's only 3 years old, right? So they decided, okay, we're gonna stand outside the door, we're gonna keep the door cracked a little bit open a little bit, and we're gonna make sure that she's safe. But then when the 3-year-old knew she was alone for the first time with her baby brother, she said, quick, tell me, where did you come from? Who sent you here? Tell me quick, because I'm starting to forget. And does anybody have the hairs on your arms stand up when you hear that? Because every time I hear that story or retell it, the hairs on my arm turn up. Because there's something about that that feels so authentically true and so sad that every moment after we leave the womb, we're forgetting something about the core of our essence, the source of life, and that we're always trying to remember and get ourselves back to that. You know, we say the word l'chaim when we drink, right? What does that mean? Right? It means to life, but it's a verb. When you put a lamed before something, l'chaim, to life, it's active, right? We come here together to life together, to do life in its fullest, to live our fullest lives together. And there is something about this eternal flame, this flame that never dies, this ner tamid that never goes out. I was thinking the other day, I went to the Carlebach Shul in New York City with my sister. I had a Friday night off, and my sister was like, you know what, I'm really craving just being around a whole community of people just singing at the top of their lungs and just singing so joyfully. So we went together to a Friday night service at the Carlebach Shul in New York City, Upper West Side. And there were 2 people there. 2 people. They didn't even have enough for a minyan that night. This is the Carlebach Shul, people. This was the place, this was the center of the fire of the Jewish people in the 60s and 70s. That is where you went to feel the passion of a community of people singing together joyfully. How does that happen in 40 or 50 years that the flame flickers out in that way? But I believe that the embers are still alive in us when we sing together. We sang one of Carlebach's melodies tonight, and when we sing these melodies that bubble up our Jewishness, it brings us closer to that fire and allows the embers to keep singing on. It allows us to l'chaim together. And I want to be close to that fire. I want to be close to the fire, feeling its warmth deep inside whenever I'm lost, whenever I feel alone. I want to be close to the fire whenever my light is low. Show me the way, show me the pathway home. Though the flame is gone, the embers still live on. If the aim is love, it can be done. I want to be close to the fire, feeling its warmth deep inside whenever I'm lost, whenever I feel alone. I want to be close to the fire whenever my light is low. Show me the way, show me the pathway home. Though the flame is gone, the embers still live on. If the aim is love, it can be done, can be done. It burns inside our song. If we sing as one, it can be done. Closer, a love untamed. Father, fire, forge my soul. Mother, maker, hold me close. I want to be close to the fire, feeling its warmth deep inside
whenever I'm lost, whenever I feel alone. I want to be close to the fire whenever my light is low. Show me the way, show me the pathway home. Though the flame is gone, the embers still live on. If the aim is love, it can be done, can be done. Oh, the light shines on, and it burns inside our song. If we sing as one, it can be done. It can be done. I'm getting the hook. He's saying, this is taking way too long, but I don't know, when I'm close to the fire, I just feel like connecting with all of you so deeply. I have to sing the next one and the one after that, so. Where are you going? I mean, come on, really. I'm sorry. We can cut the Aleinu, right? We don't need the Aleinu. Yeah. Got it. We don't need it. Yeah. So today actually is an interesting day because I just released a new song today, and we're debuting it. We've never done it live before. You're the first live audience to hear it, so I'm very excited. It actually was inspired by a poem by Yehuda Halevi. This is an ancient Jewish poet. And in his poem, he writes, Darashti kirvatcha b'chol libi kraticha. In translation, he says, I seek your nearness, but then the moment that I choose to go out to seek for you, that's when I find you've always been searching for me the whole time. You've been there for me. And so I get a lot of, that resonates with me deeply. And I know I'm speaking too much, Cantor. But it just, sometimes I feel like in life, I'm like, oh, I got this. I can do this alone. I could go it alone. I got this. Does everyone ever have that? Oh, it's fine. I can do this on my own. And then life hits you, and then you realize, wait, no, I need community. I need support here. That's what we can be here for each other. So in those moments that you feel like, oh, I don't have to go it alone. I have a community. That's what we're singing about here. These words are, all along, you've been here all along. So when we get to that part, you can sing with us. I can feel your love washing over me. I can feel your spirit all around me. When I seek your love, what comes over me is the feeling you've been searching for me all along, all along. You've been here all along. I can feel your love washing over me. I can feel your spirit all around me. When I seek your love, what comes over me is the feeling you've been searching for me all along, all along. You've been here all Every single day is a reminder of the way that you've been carrying the weight of every burden that I'm facing. All along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along. I can feel, I can see, I can taste it. I believe I can't possibly waste it. I'm alive in this moment of grace and I cannot contain it. I believe I was made for a reason. I believe that my story's been written. I believe I was placed here to be a servant of your goodness. I can feel, I can see, I can taste it. I believe I can't possibly waste it. I'm alive in this moment of grace and I cannot contain it. I believe I was made for a reason. I believe that my story's been written. I believe I was placed here to be a servant of your goodness. All along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along, all along, all along, you've been here. All along.
And we'll just do this next song at twice the speed it normally goes, and then we'll cut down on some of the time. Is that okay, Cantor? Yeah.
We're in your hands.
Okay, great. Eek. Yikes. So, Colleen, so it's just so amazing to be here looking out at the beautiful Lake Michigan over there. It's it's so gorgeous to be just staring out at the beautiful lake. That's it, right? That's the Lake Michigan? No. Okay.
Exact replica.
But I was reminded when I saw that beautiful lake that Colleen and I were in a 4-hour car ride between Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and the Denver airport. Has anybody ever taken that drive? It is majestic and amazing and glorious. And so we had 4 hours in the car, and we decided we were going to write a song about awesomeness. Wowness. Like, look at these mountains, look at these rivers, look at these prairies and valleys, and all of these things are so gorgeous. How could we not just stop and say, Marabu? The translation of that is, awesome! Ah, this is amazing. It fills me with awe. Marabu ma'asecha Adonai. So we decided to write these words. Marabu ma'asecha Adonai. All of it is infused with your wisdom. Kulam bechokhma asita. Mala ha'aretz kinyanecha, and your beauty. It surrounds and fills the entirety of the natural world. When we look out into the trees and the grass and the beauty, we see you in it. Ya yananai. Ya yananai. Ya yananai, yananai, ya yananai, ya yananai, ya yananai,
Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai. Kulam bechokma, kulam bechokma, kulam bechokma, asita marabu, marabu, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, malaret, 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 kinyanet.
Try it with us, Marabu.
Marabu, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai, ma'asecha Adonai. The prairies, the valleys, the hills and the streams, the stars and the sunsets, the birds and the bees, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, the streams, the oceans, the deserts, and all living things, all living things, all living things. Marabu, Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai. Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai.
Shabbat shalom.
Just before the cantor came up, I sit in a little corner by myself over there. And I'm saying to myself, this is the first service in a really long time I hope doesn't end. I really mean that. It has nothing, and you did the right thing, Neil, you did the right thing, Michael. Thank you. I didn't want this, and I really don't want. So after all of you leave, I'm having my own private service. For any of you people, would you people stay and just sing for me? I found out that our centerpiece right over here, his father was a cantor in the same synagogue temple for 47 years. So I'm looking at you and I'm visualizing what you must have been like that little kid growing up. That's why you identify with the child who ran up here, because I'm sure in your time that was you. So we celebrate many things on Shabbat, and one of the things we celebrate with great joy is the fact that those of us who have attained years and are blessed to be able to be here together are to be recognized. And so tonight, I would like to ask Arlene Herman, where are you, Arlene? Arlene, in honor of your 93rd birthday, would you please stand for a moment? Mazel tov. Yom Huledet Sameach. No, you don't get to give a speech. And Harriet Traeger, where are you, Harriet? For your 84th birthday. Mazal tov to the two of you and to everyone else celebrating birthday. Now, The reason we couldn't do away with the Aleinu, well, we never would do away with the Aleinu because it's an important part of our service, the Aleinu, is because we have two amazing people who will be opening the Ark for us on this Shabbat, Fran and Marv Sonny, in honor of their 53rd anniversary. And by the way, are any dentists out here? I have about 4 dentists in my, there's one, because Marv was just elected the international president of Alpha Omega Dental Society. That's important and that's big. And we turn now to page 76 as we rise again for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Please be seated. It's such a beautiful night. You must have been sitting way in the back. I told them you have to hurry. The Aleinu's going to be over by the time you get up there, and you made it just in time. It's amazing how this service can lift our spirits so much and we can feel so much joy, while at the same time feel so connected to each other. Know that we can be here to support each other in times of sadness and loss. And so it's amazing how you can do that all at the same time. And so in this moment, we turn to that moment of connection, to those people who are next to you, to each other. We love each other. We support each other. We help each other as we remember those who have died in recent days in the period of Shloshim. We remember Ephraim Berkovitz, Vivian Best, Barbara Cohen, Rita Dechter, Iva Jean Ehrlich, Bryna Frank, Harriet Friedman, Renee Gerger, Benji Gorbach, Roberta Hirsch, Robert Matthew Howard, Mildred Kay, Joshua Harold Leopold, Bernard Melamed, Elizabeth McCormick, Herbert Morrison, Dr. Mitchell Meyerson, Dr. Sheldon Plotnick, Bertel Reese, Norman Schwartz, Glenn Sikora, Rita Steele, Dr. Jill Susan Syme, Dr. Sanford Wyattrack, and Sherry Ellman. To their names, we add those whose yard sites fall this Shabbat. Sydney Altus, Shirley Schneider-Barrett, Minnie Berman, Barbara Litt-Bockoff, David Bernstein, Norton Cohen, Molly Cohen, Morris R. Cole, Emil Feller, Beverly K. Frank, Albert Obi Friedman, Morris Friedman, Aline Babs Geller, Harvey Geller, Albert Gershenson, Margaret Glassman, Harry Gottlieb, Jeffrey Andrew Gray, Henry Halprin, Alan Israel, Judith Collender, Martin Kopitz, Bessie Koretsky, Dr. Sheldon Levine, Helene Ann Lublin, Max Millman, Min Millman, Harvey Muller, Bluma Meyerson, Rudolph Meyerson, Minnie Millman, Harry Nakasher, Louis Rigovan, Theodore Ross, Fred W. Rowe, Louis Rudin, Morton Schloss, Harris Schneider, Janice Seltzer, Maurice Shams, Sammy Sine, Burton Silberstein, Zinavi Soibel, Mo Trorig, Rose Waldman, Harry Waldorf, Faye Wall, Michelle Welberman, Phyllis Weiner, Benjamin Wenson, Gertrude Weintraub, Bill Winchell, Hanley York, Myrna Zach, Ida Rosenthal, Faye Canner, Theodora Singer, Robert Singer, Elaine Watsky, Ray Mednick, Herb Gubo, Harvey Chayette, Lloyd Blasovsky, and Paul Schleiferin. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong. Tehei Nishpotehen Sorot B'Tzrachaim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. As we turn now to the words of Kaddish. They can be found on page 80. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayei uvyomei chon uv'chayei duchol beit Yisrael, ba'agala ubizman kari v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
On behalf of Temple Israel, our deepest thanks to Noah Aronson, Colleen Dieker, Tali Rubenstein, Noam Yisraeli, John Bogdan, James Simonson, for bringing us joy tonight, elevating our souls, and making this a Shabbat to remember. Also, with deep gratitude, we thank the Laker family, Marty, Renee, and in loving memory of Beverly and Irving Laker for making all of this possible. We conclude our service now, and after our service, we're going to go directly to the Oneg, which is being sponsored in love by Herbert Cohen in honor of his wife's birthday. We'll see you up there. Shabbat Shalom.
Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano. Let's try it again. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano. Shabbat Shalom. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano, ho. Yano, yano. Ay, 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 ay. Ananay, ay, ay.
Aronson. Shabbat Shalom.